Yeah, this is something I don't normally do, but today I'm really down, very sad. Because when you look at what is going on, it's very pathetic, it's absurd, it's appalling, and I just don't know the kind of or the right adjective to use to describe what is happening in our system. I don't normally do it, but today I was at the barber salon. As you can see, I went to barber my hair. I'm looking good in it. Yeah, but there was a spark of conversation that started at the barbering salon, and I decided to contribute or say something about it, and it just didn't go well at all. There's a guy, the barber, he's having this idea of going into the police service. So we were all there, and one friend of us was trying to advise him how to go about it. And what he said is there's money in the police system. So when he go into the service, he can make money, he can make a lot of money and all sort of things like that. So it got to my heart. And as people who know me, I'm just Pan-Africanist. I'm a rebel. Yeah, let me put it that way. I'm a rebel when it comes to the development of Africa, the change that Africa needs to get to where we ought to be, not where we are today. It's not about jokes. It's not about we being peaceful. It's not about we just being respectful. It's not about we being down to earth. It's about time we wake up. Africa, wake up to that deadly mentality we have. We have been brainwashed. We've been thinking wrongly for the past million years, for the past 1,000 years, for the past centuries, for the time I was born. I know Africa has been thinking wrongly. We've been having the bad and the worst of information. We've been misinformed. We've been misled all through these years. And we know our service, the police service, they have this logo or this motto that goes like service with integrity. So I started to engage them in a conversation that, hey brothers, look, this guy wants to go into the service. He's already doing business here, but he's decided to go into the service. It's either he have love for the nation, he has love for the people, he has love for the work he's doing. That's why he wants to go into the service. Yeah, I'm just showing this because I'm an African, you understand, it's full of African colors, and that's true love. This carry, this African culture, that's our tradition. I don't want to go into that today, but I'm truly very, very bored as I'm talking to you now. So when I said that, and I said, instead of you to advise him that go and serve the people well, go and protect the country, go and protect the settlements, because you said service with integrity. So when you go in there, you go there with integrity, you go there to serve and serve well, and that will pay off massively for you. And they all disagreed with me, and that is the problem we have in us Ghanaians. That's the problem we have as people. That's the problem we have as a nation. Now nobody has the nation at heart. No one is a patriotic citizen. We all doing things to feed us empty stomachs. How can we develop? How are we going forward? Hmm? We steal in different ways. We don't steal with the guns, we don't steal with the knives, but we steal with our mind, we steal with our heart being dealt. And we don't refer to that as stealing. If somebody takes 1,000 Ghana cedis, you refer to him as a robber, you refer to him as a criminal. Your mindset is criminality, your character is criminology that needs to be studied. Africa, we need to wake up. We need to wake up. We keep on sleeping and we sleep and we sleep. Why? You're going into police service for money? You're going into police service for what? President, you there. What are you doing? We have no jobs. Our roads are very deadly traps. The system is very bad. There's nothing in place. I keep on talking about good leadership. people who have done the nation good, people who have done the continent good. We Africa has gotten some great leaderships, some great leaders, but because of our deadly mentality, because of our foolishness, because of we not being well educated. It's not about the degrees, huh? It's not about degree. It's not that thing is sheet of paper. You understand that? It only gives you respect, but with no wisdom. Yes, knowledge is power. You are quiet. As I'm sitting here, I don't have the degrees, I don't have the papers, but within my heart, I have more than that. Why can't we just sit and think about our generation to unborn? Why can't we just consider ourselves that hey, we are one people, we are one nation, we need to fight a genuine cause. We need to fight a genuine cause. We need to put the nation first. Today I'm here, tomorrow I wouldn't be here. Tomorrow you are there, today you're here, tomorrow you wouldn't be there again. Death is inevitable, it will come after all of us. But hey, don't let tomorrow somebody will say it because of you that you're suffering. Why? Africans, why? We have everything. We have everything, but we don't have the right minds. We don't have the right minds to think. Muhammad al-Gaddafi was a great, phenomenal leader. Our dead mentality killed him. Dr. Osajifo Kwame Nkrumah, he was one of such great leaders. But we killed him, we nailed him. Where was he even buried? Where did he die? And we are ashamed as Ghanaians. Aside from Osajifo, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, which president has ever come to Ghana and made Ghana a success? Mention just one. They all come to loot, sure. Thieves, armed robbers, criminals. You make every ordinary citizen a menace. You make all of us criminals. You make all of us thieves. You make all of us a hell living life. You live a hell life. Wow, it shouldn't be so. When you go to Malaysia, what do they have? When you get to America, what do they have? Come on. And you sit here, Ghana, you have gold, bauxite, diamond, you have timber, everything. And you're still living in extreme poverty. Go into our cities. Go to Accra, go to Kumasi, go to Takrady, go to Cape. Oh my goodness, it's so sad. Very, very sad. Yet we still go to the Western world to go and beg beggars. Shame. Let's wake up as citizens. Let's wake up as citizens. Let's put our own future into our own hands and fight the right cause. If for me only 2020 no elections to be held, because they are all cock and bull stories. There's no politician who thinks about a Ghanaian. There's no politician who thinks about the country Ghana. They come in because of their own selfish interest. Go to parliament and see which parliamentarian can you say he has the nation at heart. Just recently, look at what Kennedy Japan was saying. So Ghanaians, don't you think? He said what the party in power asked him to destroy, and Nasare Miyawa Nas. And Ghanaians were sitting idle looking at that. Oh my God. What a hell country. Recently, Donald Trump said, if Africa can get to where it's supposed to be, unless we give it to the worstness. Yes, it's true. Because Akufo-Addo is so selfish, John Mahama so selfish. They are all selfish. Mama, you want to come back into power? For what? Akufo-Addo, what are you doing in power? Nothing. Sometimes I don't necessarily blame you, the president, you, the head of states. I blame those you appoint, but who appoint them? You are. You are. And who voted them into power? We did. Any nonsensical they did is we who are very stupid. We didn't think right before voting them into power. Why? 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 Somebody wants to go to the police service and you're telling the person that there's money in the service. Can you imagine that? You just corrupting the person. You're making the person corrupt from the stage one. So when he enters into the service, what is it left for him to do? To steal, to be corrupt, to take bribe from innocent people. People he's supposed to protect, he will end up hurting them. My goodness. We have everything. I remember when our finance minister was addressing us. That was, I think, last year. We are using our magnets as collateral for $2 billion, and the Chinese will come and mine for about 20 years or so, and then they will use those money and construct roads. Africa, wake up. Africa, wake up. Ghana, wake up. We are tired. We are living hell. Graduates have no jobs. The ordinary man who did not even go to school has nothing better for them. Oh, for we is just sympathetic. We are just in a mess, serious mess. I don't know whether we are living in hell or we are still on this earth. I don't know. Whenever you wake up, it's a fire burning on your body. You're just hot. Yeah. There's nothing in the system that is working right. Everything is wrong. Our system is messed up. It's messed up. Shit. Malaysia, they used just palm tree to develop the whole of Malaysia. Dubai has nothing. Dubai, nothing. But look at Dubai today. It's a tour center for the world now. Ghana, what is it that we're not having? What is it? Just tell me what Ghana is lacking. We are lacking the right mindset. That's what we are lacking. We are lacking the right mentality. Everybody say, oh, me, you. This one we cannot do it. This, oh no. Who can make that change? Who can make that change? I can make the change. You can make the change. They always say it's impossible. The word impossible is impossible. If somebody can do it, why can't you do it? The blood that runs through the same person, that's the same blood that is running through you. You have veins, you have arteries, you have hearts, you have everything that person has. You have the mind. Sometimes I pity we the Christians and the Muslims. The Bible said what? God created man in his own image after his likeness. It doesn't mean that always wake up and say hallelujah, amen, and you go to heaven. You are mad. What it simply means is that God created you as a man and he deposited his spirit, that is breath, and mind, a drain in you, so that you will be discerning. You can think right and know what is different between the good and the bad. You know what is right. You know that stealing from the government coffers is bad. You know, making things worse for we to live in is bad, but you're still doing it. I ask, Mr. Government, why? If there is to be change, it's now. It's now. Africa has suffered a lot. Ghana has suffered a lot. They say free education. Bullshit. 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 Free education. Oh God. Whilst your graduates are out there with no jobs. Your graduates are out there with no job. So you are giving them free education. They should go through the system, come back, spend our monies, take care of them to go to SS. After SS, they will come back and sit at home with no skills, with no job, or nothing, empty headed, and our resources are gone for good. I cried with them. I wept. I met an honorable man today, a whole grown up man. Instead of him to put sense in us, instead of him to encourage us, the youth, to make the change, he is there telling us that I am a fool because of what I'm talking about. Because there's no change that can be made. Wow, a 5-year-old girl made a change in her country. Why can't you? Why can't I? Let's mobilize the right mindset and start this genuine cause, and we shall come out as victors. Our leaders, they don't think about us. Let us make them think. It's a genuine cause. We're fighting for the next generation. We're fighting for our future. Come on. I'll start doing this. And I've started. This is just the beginning. And I promise, Ghana will be a better place for everyone to live in. Ghana will be the best place for everyone. Are we 62 or 72 years? Look at where we are. Aren't we ashamed? Huh? Abba. Politicians, we are sick and tired of your cock and bull stories. We are sick and tired of your cock and bull stories. One district, one factory, one village, one dam, 1 million, one constituency, Abuwa Toliwa. Yana mobe da. And I'm saying because we are not wise, because we keep on sleeping, so they can always take us for granted, ride on us, use that to satisfy their own selfish interest, and we will still be suffering. Munyanin free mo die sumu, munyanin free mo ndemu, no mu use ye, or mu jimmy ye, or mafaya mwa. Can you imagine? Kintampo, look at the tragic scene that happened just recently. Look at what happened at Kintampo. Our parliamentarians couldn't observe 1 minute silence for our own, and they were observing 1 minute silence for New Zealand, because when they do that, they will go and beg for arms. Oh, yeah, pamocho, what hell is it that you don't have? What is it that you don't have as Ghanaians? What is it that you don't have as an African, that you always go and beg for arms?